I think it's called Puerto Rico.
Okay, so let me get this straight. There's a Trump rally and a speaker calls Puerto Rico garbage and the MAGA crowd laughs.
This is your brain.
So Joe Biden hears this and calls these cheering shitbirds garbage. Am I missing something?
The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters.
Now, Kamala Harris addressed it, and she did it with class.
Let me be clear. I strongly disagree with any criticism of people based on who they vote for.
And now everybody's orifices are tighter than Trump's wallet when the bill comes. But hey, if they ain't garbage, what are they? I mean, anyone who supports this...
Do you believe in punishment for abortion? Yes or no, as a principle?
The answer is that there has to be some form of punishment.
For the woman?
Yeah, there has to be some form.
What does that say about you? Or this?
He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured.
Or this?
I have such respect for women. I cherish women.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals.
Or even this?
You brag that you have sexually assaulted women. Do you understand that?
No, I didn't say that at all. I don't think you understood what was said. This was locker room talk.
You know what? So what if he wants to grab pussy? I want to grab pussy.
Look, you're garbage, and I'm being nice.
Saying former President Trump often discussed executing people at White House meetings. Speaking with Mediaite on Friday, Griffin highlighted an April interview from former Attorney General Bill Barr, where he was asked if he remembered a time when Trump called for a leaker to be executed. And here's what he told CNN.
Alyssa Farah Griffin, who was Trump's communications director, posted yesterday and said that you were present at a moment when Trump suggested executing the person who leaked information that he went to the White House bunker when those George Floyd protests were happening outside the White House. Do you remember that?
I remember him being very mad about that. I actually don't remember him saying executing, but I wouldn't dispute it.
But why is this such a big thing? And why does Harris have to deal with it? She didn't say it, Biden did. The truth, because black people and women have to deal with this kind of shit all the time. When they speak up, a different standard takes place, and that leads to this.
Let them call you racist. Let them call you xenophobe. Let them call you nativist. Wear it as a badge of honor, because every day we get stronger and they get weaker.
African Americans know that, like women, when they protest, there are different consequences. When a woman speaks her mind, she's a bitch. She can't make her case like a man. When a black man sells loose cigarettes on a corner, the cops strangle him. And of course, Trump has been calling Democrats communists and fascists, and just today said this.
Corrupt, horrible people. These are horrible people. Oops, we should get along with everybody. They're horrible people.
Mandatory mental competency test.
Most of the men and women who supported Trump in 2016 knew what he was all about, from the ET bus comments.
I moved on her like a bitch.
To Trump implying that Second Amendment gun owners might consider killing Hillary.
Hillary wants to essentially abolish the Second Amendment. By the way, and if she gets to pick her judges, nothing you can do, folks. Although the Second Amendment people, maybe there is.
Tiny Fingers has been a loathsome puddle of jizz since he could walk. He has proven himself to be an amoral public figure who said horrible things about marginalized Americans, and in doing so put their lives in danger. People of color saw increased attacks on them, like from Chinese Americans during COVID.
Why do you keep calling this the Chinese virus? There are reports of dozens of incidents of bias against Chinese Americans in this country. Your own aide, Secretary Azar, says he does not use this term. He says ethnicity does not cause the virus. Why do you keep using this?
To African Americans after George Floyd's murder.
We're going to give immunity to police so they can do their job. I'm giving federal immunity to police officers.
To immigrants, both undocumented and legally here.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets.
You got to keep in mind the context, because it always matters. It was in the weeks and months leading up to this that other proposals were put forward, such as shooting missiles into Mexico.
So let me ask you, who are these people supporting Trump and his virulent attacks on our fellow Americans? I mean, hey, if you support these words and these repercussions, this vitriol on fellow Americans, I think the word garbage doesn't begin to cover what you really are.
What would solve the whole thing in the border if they would just start shooting? Only shoot a couple and they would go home.
You think deterrence would work?
If they would shoot.
You're saying that in California you can kill a newborn baby up to 4 weeks until after it's born?
Absolutely.
That's not true.
That is true.
That's not true.
That's the law in the last year or two.
That is not true. That's not true.
You need to go do your research.
100% not true.
You need to do your
Where did you read that? Be honest.
National news media.
Post-birth abortion. Can you tell me where you read it?
It's been a while.
I've read it so many places I can't name them all. No.
Now, this hump got this story from Fat Donnie, who said it to millions of dumb cracker rednecks at his rallies, as well as in the debate.
He also says execution after birth. It's an execution, no longer abortion, because the baby is born, is okay. I did a great service in doing it. It took courage to do it. And the Supreme Court had great courage in doing it. And I give tremendous credit to those 6 justices.
There is no state in this country where it is legal to kill a baby after it's born.
Trump still says it because he knows, and get ready, that his base of racist, misogynistic cabbage heads won't challenge him, ever.
I don't want to see a Republican Party led by a fascist, but he is a fascist. He cannot help but be a fascist. His personality disorders make him a fascist. He does not care about anyone else. He does not care about the rule of law. He does not care about justice. He does not care about right and wrong. Okay? He is a bad man. And why all of you out there seem to want to excuse him and pretend that reality is something other than what it is and what you want it to be is the problem. And I don't say that you're garbage because of that. I think you need to look in the mirror someday and start thinking about, is this man the man you want your children or your grandchildren to emulate?
Now, could you substitute ignorance for garbage? Good question. Let's compare. Ignorance doesn't imply evil or anger or bigotry, although you can be an ignorant bigot.
To weaponize DOJ, FBI, CIA against President Trump with zero evidence, zero convictions, because they're even manufacturing crimes against, they're manufacturing, they're trying to make up evidence.
But most of Trump's supporters were raised to believe in welfare queens and eugenics and how whites are naturally superior.
And white people are done being bullied.
Discriminating against and denigrating, just denigrating white people.
I'm familiar with this because I grew up in the South, Alexandria, Virginia, just across the river from the Lincoln Memorial and Ford's Theater, where an early version of MAGA shot Lincoln in the head. In Alexandria, the U.S. District Courthouse, where my single mother worked, had a statue of Robert E. Lee right in front of it, facing south.
Gettysburg, wow. I go to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania to look and to watch. And the statement of Robert E. Lee, who's no longer in favor. Did you ever notice that? No longer in favor. Never fight uphill, me boys. Never fight uphill. They were fighting uphill. He said, wow.
Look, this is easy. You can't support Trump in any way without, at the very least, being garbage. The list of lies and obscenities makes any argument of, I didn't know, simply bullshit.
If Trump wins, will you accept the results?
Of course.
If Kamala wins, will you accept the results?
No. No, because it won't be possible. It'll be an absolute canard. Nobody's really voting.
Yeah, but you gotta, when you listen to yourself say that, that's gotta be a red flag, right?
Yeah, no, it's not. Listen to what the Democrats say.
So say it again. If Donald Trump wins this election, will you accept the results?
Yes.
If Kamala Harris wins this election, will you accept the results?
No.
Trump's attacks ads with Elon's money call Harris the C word.
Kamala Harris is a C word. You heard that right. A big old C word.
But they also attacked her defense of trans people, who, unlike the tens of thousands of Catholic priests and the Catholic Church supporting Trump, don't sexually assault little boys. Now, while Trump continues to call Democrats fascists and communists, Fox News and their sensitive white flabby ass cheeks hear the word garbage and they cry like the little snowflakes they've always been.
How weird is that?
But they are garbage, as are you if you support this pack of redneck grifters and their leader. But guess what? Next Tuesday, the trash man will come to your neighborhood and you'll have the opportunity to put this trash by the curb for good.
It's not fair.
Damn right.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Tick-tock,
This is not a normal election.
Yes!
That is crazy.
This isn't their Republican Party anymore.
They're eating the dogs.
You're an idiot!
Trust me. Shut the f*** up, Dan.
Who's with me?
Oh, yeah, the lie.
Indictable.
Out of sheer morbid curiosity, I'm allowing this freak show to continue.
I don't want to talk about this stuff.
Am I wrong?
Yes!
tick-tock.
You're in a lot of trouble, Donnie.
I think he's crazy.
I'm Chip Franklin.